Hi, it's Gail the Planning Girl. Welcome back to my channel. So here we are at the end of 2020. Can hardly believe it. And getting ready for 2021. So let's talk about my 2020 planners, how I use them, and what I plan to do with them. This is my stack of planners that I've been using for 2020. I have 2 catch-all planners, one which was my main catch-all planner, a gratitude journal, my social media planner, and my on-the-go planner. So let's get started. I'm gonna start here at the bottom with my big Squad Goals Happy Planner, which I started experimenting with in July because in the late springtime, I really felt like in my catch-all, I was keeping track of fitness and food and my daily things, and I felt like a big planner might lend itself to be better. And I felt like if I used a big happy planner, I would have more space. So this planner became my kind of try it out planner. Did a little journaling because I was excited to use it. And yeah. And then, whoops, I skipped a page. Then July. This was a Simply Gilded sticker pack. Also Simply Gilded. And this week I didn't use the big planner. This was a tricky week. I had just gotten my MRI and was limited. Here's the rest of this Simply Gilded pack. I think what I'll do is put this where they go. And I really like that box. Probably save these 2. I have one flag here and a couple of bows and some date covers. So I'm gonna put these where they belong. Just gonna set them off to the side for now. Oops, I skipped a page. I didn't plan this week either. And then it was August. I did have all of my back to school days and times in because I had filmed that before I found out about my surgery date. I did not do this week or this one. This was, I think, the first Daydreamer. Yeah, Daydreamer. So, and then I used some extra inserts here. This was actually my surgery date right there. And then September, I was trying to keep track of how I was feeling. Post-surgery. Then I got into my fall spreads. And October. Keeping track of beautiful moments. And again. Well, this is Coffee Planner Mom's Autumn Kit. And So Cute Planner. So this is when I really started getting into my kits. Coffee Planner Mom's Halloween Kit. I'm really enjoying using kits, and we're going to talk about that when my Lights Planner Action inserts come in. So this was November. It's a little sticky. I loved this kit. This is really just so pretty and foily. Photo kit. This was quite good too. I like that spread. And then I started a day-by-day plan, and then things got busy and that didn't happen. And this was the Thanksgiving kit from Coffee Planner Mom, which I did fill out, but again, things got busy and I just stuck with my catch-all planner, not my extra planner. Remember, this is my extra planner. So this was 2 kits I had planned to use. And I'm going to pull this bookmark out. I liked this spread. I liked this washi. I liked this kit. I thought it was pretty. And this was an as I go plan with me. And then again, I decorated here. I'm going to pull this out. But it was a very busy work week, so I didn't plan in both my planners. And it's actually, today is Wednesday the 23rd. So yeah. And the next week, I think I'm going to move into my new planner. So what do I intend to do with this planner? Because I have pretty much this much used and all of this to use. Well, my intention is to continue using this. I have my different kits planned out on the monthlies. This is for the monthly, so I'm going to move that. But I have a new planner for 2021 that I think is very pretty and that I want to keep closed on my kitchen table, which is where my planners live. So this one I will use for Franken planning on weeks that I want to use these pages. So be watching for that. So for now, although I intend to recycle all of these used pages, I'm just going to keep all of it, I think, together for now and use the pages in this planner as I intend, as they crop up. And so for now, this planner is going to stay right here in my planning room as a resource. This is the classic A Beautiful Day Happy Planner that I've been using as my catch-all for 2020. This is the planner I'm going to write in and every day and keep track of things. I did put it on gold metal expander discs. And I want to keep this. And I put this in the front, thinking I would use it. I almost never use this, but I want to keep it. The sticky notes aren't empty, so I'm going to pull those out and use them. This is the information sheets I printed off for South Beach and used it quite a bit at the start of 2020 and went off kilter in the past 4 months or so. So I'm going to pull this out. I want to use this again for my next year's planner. I don't think I used the perpetual calendar here because I had made myself a birthday and anniversary list. So I did a bucket list for winter and a January TV and movie sheet. We didn't read a lot, but I had it made. So this is my January. I kept track of my books. I love this washi. It's so cute. And all the basketball games and paydays and birthdays and a meeting. And this one was added in later in the year. So I'm going to put this back because I intend to keep it right where it's at. So little January action and an extra chores sheet. That was fun. This was all before COVID, pre-COVID. Squad Girls. Another little extra to-do sheet. Oh, I love the mermaids. And this is when we've worked on and finished my husband's home office. So February, this was just like a little extra sheet I made using these, watching, eating, pinning. So that was kind of fun. And February, again, pre-COVID. And I do keep track of the books I read in the sidebar. And this was before I was tracking my miles in this planner. I was still using a separate fitness planner at this time. All the basketball games, paydays, birthdays. Oh, this was the flowers. Love this one. I ended up using quite a bit of that flowers book this year. Another little bonus. And this was a sheet I had made for myself the prior summer to keep track of the cards I would use for the school year. I tend to think in school years as I'm a teacher. So yeah. So that stayed here. And then I did a spring cleaning little schedule using some lined vertical pages that I had. I think that's funny. So that was good. And I was actually able to do my spring cleaning on my own. And then this is an insert for the 2020 Happy Planner Spring release of everything I really, really wanted, and then to purchase only if it was on sale. The tiny pads, the sheets, just, yeah. So then March, and rescheduled and canceled stickers. COVID week 1, I started keeping track, and then I stopped that. So I did a weekly rainbow, rainbow in a month. And so this was my red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So yeah, by now we're home and working from home. And so I really started decorating more because, you know, I was working from home. There wasn't a lot of meetings and whatnot. I did a quarantine TVs and movies sheet for April, March, April. This is what April looked like. Oh, that's when I started wearing these sneakers, right? Yeah. So that's good to know because I've been wearing them and thinking it's time to switch my sneakers. They feel worn. So I'll have to track my miles and see. But put this back in. Lots of florals here. Again. Feels like I have a thick page there. Ooh, those were pretty. I like those. This was a kit from a printable shop, which is tricky for me because I don't have the best printer ever. We had a weird warm spring, and I see I've got yard work again. And then after it got warm, it got cold. So here's May. And I wanted to keep this card in my planner, and I accidentally tore it because I put it in my planner, punch, and it was too thick, so I had trouble getting it out. But gosh, I really like this spread. These flowers were so pretty. I really like that flower book. In fact, I liked it so much, I have a second copy. So that's good, because I intend to use it. And then this was a letter I had gotten from my board. It was nice. Bright yellow, happy, sunshiny. Look at that, weeded and mowed. Well, it's May now, so I guess that makes sense. I'm gonna keep that. And this was, oh, my physical therapy exercises. And this was a Simply Gilded kit. I love that kit, that's so pretty. And I didn't like that my ink always smeared, but I've recently learned that you need to use an archival quality permanent ink pen. And I have one, it must be in my drawer. It's the Micron pens, and I do have them. I apparently just cannot, oh, it's right here. He was little, and I had a little trouble seeing him. So the Micron pens. So I guess if you use that kind of pen, your ink won't smear. So I'm gonna have to try that when I get into my A6 rings, because I definitely want to use my Simply Gilded stickers. And now we're into June. Lots of books read, a whole dozen. That's because we were on vacation and I was able to read at the beach. This is when I stopped using a separate fitness planner and started writing my miles here, but I don't think I totaled them on this month. So I'm gonna have to do that. And my exercises from the physical therapist to try to help my neck. Summer spreads, and then prep for the beach. And this is an insert sheet, just kind of keeping track of what I needed to buy and things to do and where we were headed and what I needed to pack. And this kit is from Moogly and Me. Love these stickers, just love them. I love anything beachy. And then we were in Cape May this week. And now it's July. I had some good mileage there, 115 miles. Nice and beachy, because we had just come back from the beach and I wanted to keep that going. I actually love this washi tape from Simply Gilded. Our daughter was supposed to come here, which is why I have the joy and all of that, but that did not work out for her to come visit. And yeah, and it ended up that I needed surgery, and that's when all of that preparation started. And I moved my summer bucket list to here because summer was going to end and I just wanted to live here. And then August, this is just a sticky note I stuck in there. Just gonna leave it. 116 miles, that's not bad. And typically I would have been getting ready for school to start, but I was getting ready for my surgery and then had my surgery. And my packing list for surgery, the actual, I had it here on this morning, and basically just sat around and healed. Couldn't do very much the first couple of weeks. My mom and dad came and helped out. September, keeping track of my miles. a total of 65. Oh, I love this sticker. And this is the Simplistic kit from Coffee Planner Mom, and it's my favorite kit right now. I just love it. I'll probably have to get another one. Although, you know, she keeps coming out with new and better and more, so maybe not. This didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to, and actually it's not one of my favorites, and that's okay. And this was from the original Glam Girl. And now we're into fall. That's a Coffee Planner Mom. And I have my put the yard to bed list, because you always have to clear off the porch and the deck and put the gardening things away. So there's that. And the fall cleaning list. I had put off doing my daughter's room, thinking that she and her man would come for the holidays, but again, that didn't happen. But everything else got done and checked off. I made a fall bucket list for October, well, for fall, and I'm just gonna let it live here. So my books and my miles. Did I total the miles here? I did not. So I have a couple of months miles that I need total. And the fall bucket list. So I was still off. This is the autumn kit from Coffee Planner Mom and some Simply Gilded washi. Again, the autumn kit. Her kits are so full. I find I can use them over 3 weeks. And continuing, here's her Halloween kit. Our first snow was October 30th. And then I started back to school. So I created a holiday books list because I had picked up 7 Christmas books and I've been reading them. I still have a few left. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 on this list. And yeah, those are the 4 I have left. I ended up purchasing additional holiday books, and you'll see that. Here's the holiday movies list. I don't think I'm going to be able to see a few of these unless I put a DVD in my husband's computer, which I might end up doing. Watched all of these on Netflix, so those were fun. So here we are in November. I was back to school. These 3 books were not in my list. They were additional books. And told my miles for this month. So as I said, I was back to school, which is why I did this one. I just think that's hysterical. I liked this spread. This was from the gardening book. A viewer request. And the Thankful kit from Coffee Planner Mom, minus the washi from Simply Gilded, the foiled leaves from Happy Planner, and that sticker from Happy Planner. I really enjoy the Coffee Planner Mom sticker kits. She will definitely be a shop I continue to purchase from on a regular basis. This is the Thanksgiving kit as well. And now, believe it or not, December. And I'm actually going to keep my bookmark here because it's only the 23rd that I'm filming. And I do want to be able to flip to put in my miles for these final days. But I'll pull it out so you can see. And then some Christmas stickers. This is the Rustic kit from Coffee Planner Mom along with Simply Gilded washi. And I used the classic lights from Coffee Planner Mom. The second week of Rustic Christmas, and that's from Lux Kitty Designs. And then the workout stickers here at the bottom are from Happy Planner, as are the weather stickers. And as I said, today's the 23rd, so this spread isn't 100% filled out that I'm sharing. I do intend to journal here about Christmas Eve and day, and a list of chores for the second half of the week, and again, more space for journaling for whatever my husband and I do. So I am going to keep my bookmark here because this is how this planner has always lived on my kitchen table. I've been planning for 3 years. I've always used a classic catch-all. I always leave it open to the day on my kitchen table, but that is going to stop soon because I intend to use a big planner. But being a big planner open would take up way too much space. A big planner closed will be the same space, except of course it'll be setting this way on the table, and that's where I always refer to it. I will not plan in this planner these days, although I do have this here to remind me of that, and I will be pulling some of this out for 2021 actually. So that was my classic catch-all. When I'm finished with this planner on the 31st, it will live on the shelf. This is my mini horizontal gratitude journal. I've been using it since July. I will continue using it in 2021, starting in January, and it ends in June. This is an undated wellness mini planner that Happy Planner put out in, I think, December of 2018. I repurposed it. The guts are actually in my drawer because they are undated, and I added the classic size discs. I love this cover. I love that I choose where my energy goes, and I thought it was apropos for my social media planner. I did use the monthly view because for me, that's what I want to see. I want to see my videos month at a glance and what day they go up. I would put my ideas here, and I kept track of my subs. So I started 2020 with 321 subs, and I am ending 2020 with about 600 more. So thank you for joining me. I am so thrilled, so thrilled. And then I franken-planned on the back of each of the months just a plain piece of paper. I did decorate it. Some months I used the lists and, you know, hastily scribbled ideas and checked things off as I used them. Other months I did not. So, and I loved these. These are so pretty. So that was February, and I did not use the idea sheet. March. Lots of videos. We were home because of COVID. I did not use the idea sheet. April, almost a video a day. And I did use that was when I was brainstorming trackers that you could make. May, and all the videos. I like to put a little sticker for a bullet. And I must have chose the red and pinks because that was the color of the page. I did not use my list. June, not a lot of videos. I was teaching summer school. I was in a lot of pain because my neck had 3 disc collapse at this time. And yeah, that was a hard month. I did not use the list. July, and I did not use my lists. August. And I didn't use the list page. September. I used little coffee cups for that, for bullets. I did use my list. And October, lots of videos in October. That's when I went back to Food Fridays again. Getting a few new recipes in my planner. I did use some ideas, but not the sheet. And then I think I'm gonna pull this one out since it can be used again. November. Use some stickers in here for that. Trying out mini stickers. And I did use some pages. I did not use this one, so I'm going to keep it, put it in my drawer. And December. So, and did not write on the back. This has basically stayed open here in my planning room. When I am finished and everything is, when I'm finished and all of these are uploaded, I am actually going to pull all of this off, the discs, recycle it, put the discs back in my disc drawer, and I'm going to keep the cover because it's undated, and I will put that in my drawer as well. Finally, my on-the-go planner. This is a Skinny Mini planner. When the Happy Planner came out with the Skinny Minis, I thought they were really adorable and I loved them. I like the idea of something small and light to be in my book bag or purse if we're going somewhere. And I put my name on it. This was a vinyl that was sent to me by my friend Kayla. And it is dated. I have my name in it. It has the years. So July. Didn't really go many places. These are appointments, of course. And didn't even plan here. And that's okay, because again, didn't really go anywhere. But when I did, I would definitely write it down. And actually, I'm going to pull, since I'm ready to, I'm actually going to pull this out as I finish the month, because I'm not going to carry, it's getting heavy and it's getting thick with all the decoration. So I can cut it in half, and I'm going to. So this was my August. I liked that flower. That was so pretty. Little list of things I need to pick up for surgery. And then I had surgery, so not today. And that was August. In September, that actually got moved. My dentist appointment. So again, I decorated, but I was busy reading. Doctor's appointment. Not a lot, but a little bit. A few things. This was Glam Girl. This was fall. I liked those leaves. I thought those colors went very well together. So that was September. No, that was September. So October, birthdays and appointments, oil change. I liked the coffee spread. Doctor's appointment. Pumpkins. That's a script from Coffee Planner Mom. Also Coffee Planner Mom. And then these pumpkins and this sticker were from Freebies. So October. And now November, and this is Thanksgiving break that I listed. This was a fun spread, but I think this is the spread where I repunched and wrecked my punch. So if I were to give any recommendations, yes, go ahead, put your page in your planner and punch it, but put a plain piece of paper on the back where the sticky parts of the stickers are showing. And then that way you can probably save your punch from breaking. Love the Coffee Planner Mom boxes because they don't smear. I loved this spread. I thought it was so pretty, even though I didn't use this box. But again, Coffee Planner Mom boxes. These were flowers, I think from a seasonal Happy Planner. And then some Thanksgiving stickers from Coffee Planner Mom and some Simply Gilded washi. And that was November. And now for December. So again, some birthdays and vacation. I did note my aunt's funeral. I loved these stickers. I think that these snowmen are too darn cute. Post office after school. Little notes that I write to myself. That's what I use this planner for. So if I'm at school and I need something, like I had finished my last granola bar, so I needed to take snacks to school. I also needed bows and wrapping paper because I was helping to wrap some of the elf gifts. And then we needed some shirt boxes as well. And I ran out of ribbon, so I wanted that. And I had to run after school and get diapers, for example. So just little things that I do. This was a meeting. Actually, that ended up being a snow day. And I'm going to pull this out because at school, I had to write myself a note that I needed to write a thank you card. So I'm actually going to keep this because I have to do that. I need to write those 2 thank you cards to students who brought me a little gifty. And that's it. I'm not going to... I don't think am I gonna decorate this and do it? Or, should I? I guess I probably should decorate this page and do it. So we'll keep December. We'll keep December in this. And then I can always recycle it. As it is, it's a little bit thinner now and a little bit lighter for my bag. And then what will happen come June? Well, come June, school will be out. So I don't necessarily need an on-the-go planner after June. And you know what? I'm going to put this back in and leave it here and leave this open so I know what I'm doing. So those were my planners for 2020. And then moving into 2021, please leave a comment below and let me know what planners you used in 2020. And stay tuned if you have not yet subscribed. You'll want to subscribe and hit that notification bell because I'm going to share with you my 2021 planner lineup. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.